So this will be the take two for the progressive era on 1890 to 1920, chapter 9 by me, Jose Mezcua. The objective, political and economic, and the social change in the late 19th century, so that's the 1800s, who had the unfair advantage in this period, large corporations, but not for long. This is a map of the time. Section 1, the origins of the progressive. Their goals was to protect social welfare, promote moral improvement in the country, create an economic reform to make first in efficiency. Create an economic reform. 1893, Americans questioned the capitalism economic system. 1895, the case with anti-Salon was found. Eugen V. Debs helped organize the American Socialist Party. This will be important. Muckraker journalists who wrote about the corrupt side of business. Many progressive leaders put their faith in experts. They did this to make society and workplace more efficient. Reformers were to protect workers and end child labor. This will be a quick video of the Muckrakers.
Hello and welcome to another U.S. History Online lesson. Today we're going to continue with our unit on the Progressive Era by examining the muckrakers. So, what is a muckraker?
Well, okay, he takes too long explaining that. Journalists who expose the muck or dirt of the USA society in hopes of influencing it to the public and government to address the problems. And I'll be talking about the most important one, which is this one. Upton Sinclair, meatpacking industry. He created the jungle by Upton Sinclair. Remember this one because it's going to be in the quiz. The 18th Amendment of the United States Constitution effectively established the prohibition of alcoholic beverages in the United States by making it illegal. This will be a total fail a couple years later. In Section 2, women in the public life. Women in the workforce, middle class women were expected to take care of family. As better paying jobs raised, women's options raised too. In 1890, women's high school graduated outnumbered men, which is a very high number. 70% of women were employed as servants. In 1870, unmarried women also worked as domestic labor. At this time, the woman led the new reform movement. Condition, wages, and long hours led to the female workers' reformation. The late 19th century, marriage wasn't the only alternate for women. NACW, African American Women, found the National Association of Colored Women. Marriage, nurseries, reading, reforms, and kindergarten were the main kind of jobs. 1869, women achieved the right to, I think it was 1969. B. Anthony, she voted illegally in 1872. She was fined $100 her trial, but she never paid this fine. Roosevelt, he was born in a New York wealthy family. At early age, he joined the New York politics. He became the youngest president at the age of 42, and one of his hobbies was boxing. Roosevelt saw the presidency as a bully pulpit. He published his first of the 44 books he did at the age of 24. He passed the Pure Food and Drug Acts in 1906. Before him, government paid very little attention to the natural resources. Not for long after him was a primary concern, felt supporting civil rights like many other presidents, and in 1909, W.E.V. Du Bois helped establish the NAACP. Railroad regulations, he urged Congress pass Elkins in the 1903, which made it legal for railroads. So remember this act and the year. Section 4, the Progressive under Taft, election of 1908. William Howard Taft ran for president. He signed the Payne-Aldrich tariff. As president, he pursued a cautionary progressive agenda. Roosevelt handpicked Taft because he was the Secretary of War, but not for long, because in 1912 he decided to run for term as president because Roosevelt believed that he wasn't good at president during his term. He tried to run as a Republican, but he couldn't, so he created a new party, and this party was known as the Progressive Party, which later became known as the Bull Moose Party. Republicans split led to the Democrats' chance to win, and they did so. In 1912 election, the governor Woodrow Wilson won. He received 435 electoral votes and 42% of the popular vote. This is a picture of Howard Taft. He died in 1930, whatever. Wilson's New Freedom. Wilson with financial reforms. He claimed the progressive ideals, but different than the government. 1910, before he was president, he was the governor of New Jersey. and he administered the Clayton Antitrust Act. Wilson lobbied in the 1913 for the Underwood Act, 1913 for the income tax. In 1913, the Federal Act Reserve established the nation into 12 districts. 70% of U.S. banking was part of the Federal Reserve System. Wilson pushed hard for reform, trust, startups, and banking. 1910, women have federal voting rights. It was only 5 states. Wilson retreated on civil rights once in office. And 1914 President reception of African American. The 19th Amendment, ratified on August 18, 1920, it gave women the right to vote. Uh, I'll be doing Teen League now. I'll be kind of quick. The progressive was to protect social welfare, to create an economic reform, and in 1893, Americans questioned the capitalism of the economic system. The muckrakers were journalists who show the truth about the business. Reformers were to protect workers and end child labor. This is a middle class woman, and they were expected to take care of family. But 1890 women high school graduated outnumbered men. 70% of women were employed in service in 1870. The woman led the new reform movement. The woman got the right to vote in 1969. He was Theodore Roosevelt was born in a wealthy New York family, and while in office, he enjoyed boxing. He passed the Pure Food and Drug Act, which he also makes conservation lands a primary concern for the country. And in 1909, W.E. Du Bois helped to establish the NAACP. In the election of 1908, William Howard Taft ran as president. 1912, Roosevelt runs again as a third time, but he couldn't run as Republican, so he created his own party known as the Progressive Party. The election offered the people many choices. Democrats won the election of 1912, so Wilson, I mean, Roosevelt didn't win. Wilson was the financial reforms in 1912. He administered the Clayton Antitrust Act. 70% U.S. banking was part of the Federal Reserve Act, and Wilson labeled the hard 19 on as the 16th Amendment. And here will be my where's my rap? Uh, where is my rap? Oh my God! So oh no, those are the lyrics. What's on the other tab? I guess I'll have to trim this video. Oh my God!